What's up, guys? Hades here. So, we just finished Tarantula, and it has been updated. It's so much better than it was, but it's also so much harder. And I want to make this a really in depth guide about what you need to be successful in the spider and what it takes, and kind of what kind of levels you can take depending on your account size. So, the first thing you need to do is get heroes that are actually good against single target damage. Now, there's a few options. One of the best ones is Alex, okay? He's very attack focused. You're going to want things like Combo, Wind Rage, Berserker. These are the things that are going to make him hit really, really hard to one specific hero. He's going to hit fast, he's going to hit twice, and then he's going to proc combo over and over and over. And this is going to do a lot of damage. You can see here in the charts, he is the highest damage dealer for me. The second thing you're going to want is someone like Yoshi. Yoshitsune, most commonly known as Yoshi. You're going to want him to get amplified damage, and you're going to want him to ult as much as possible. Okay, that's why I have Adrenaline Rush and Battle Stance along with the Matilda. Now, his feathers are random, but when you're only fighting a boss, there's only one target, so they all hit the same hero. Now, I am just developing mine. I realized once the new spider came out, I needed some better heroes to more effectively hit the spider. So, what I need from this is I'm going to need his artifact, because once you have his artifact, it doesn't do 3 arrows, it does 5. So you're increasing your damage by a massive, massive margin. The next thing you're going to want is something like Hippolyta or like KK Kubokan. And the reason being is they have these random strikes, but when you're fighting a target like a spider or a boss, they're going to all hit the same target. So instead of having this do 5 times to random, you're going to get all 5 to the single target. And then you're going to really, really want her artifact. Hers is very easy to get in Throne of Supreme to get the 7 effects, okay? Now you're also going to get the bonus of dropping their energy by 100 every time, so they're never going to get to ult you until I believe the 50-second mark, when they kind of just do a wiping skill. Now this last slot can be a little bit of anything. The best one is Matilda in the later stages, why I'm building her. There's one of the reasons why. You can also put in just another backline damage dealer like Elizabeth or like Gilgamesh or something like this. The damage over time heroes usually do a little bit extra damage. Seondeok is also a great option. Now, looking at the skills, I have a boss build just for daily hitting, and I have changed it and updated it many, many times. This is what my current setup is, and I'm going to show you the progression I had today. And I'm also going to show you the best team there is available, and then we're going to watch a replay kind of to show you why. Now, if you have Kubokan, he is an incredible hero, and I'm going to show you why. He summons the 5 wolves, and what's going to happen is they're going to take increased physical damage from your team, and then guess what? When you have Alex next to him, Alex is going to do bonus damage. And when you have Yoshi, Yoshi's going to do extra damage. So he's actually essential to one of the premier marches. Now, he is a bit expensive. I understand that. You do not need him to do enough damage for Spider to get the full rewards. Now, the Spider used to be so easy that you could only get maybe 1 or 2 hits before it died. But now you get your full 10 hits. So you have to manage how much you get for your hits. And 10 hits with a good build is going to get you all of the free keys. Now, these keys are really important, and they're all very valuable, especially these blue and purple ones, because it's like instantly opening it up, and this is worth 500 gems, and the blue ones are worth like 200 to 300 gems. So there's a lot of value to be had in this event. Now, it also gives you all the little goodies, such as the dust or the enchanted stones, right? And everyone needs these to power up their equipment. It's very hard to get every hero with 55 equipment. Now, here's the progressions. I would say this is what a very good early team looks like. Pick your dragon that does the most damage. Also, the one with the most stats is totally fine. I'm an earth player, but my fire dragon's enough to kind of help there. You don't need Matilda. This can be something more simple like Gilgamesh or Elizabeth. Hippolyta, Alex, Yoshi. 3 of the best single targets you can have in the early game. Now, if you want to upgrade, there's 2 major upgrades. And I'm going to show you some of the best builds in the game, and we're going to watch kind of what they happen, or what they do. So the first one is going to be from Nith. He is a Mega Whale. He has everything. He runs this setup with Shadow Dragon. Shadow Dragon's a little bit better because it's single target as well. But I want you guys to think about this before I click the stats. Which hero do you think did the most damage? Is it Kubel, Tutankhamun, or Seondeok? And I want you to think about why. I'll give you about 5 seconds. Okay, the answer is very clearly Tutankhamun. Okay, he is going to absolutely crush this boss to a pulp. It's all from his ultimate, and we're gonna just show you that ultimate real quick. He unleashes 5 waves to random enemies. Notice how every good character on a boss has a random enemies, okay? He does 250 5 times, which is kind of insane. And then when he hits the same target within 1.5 seconds, it doubles. So because he's always hitting the same target, it's pretty much all getting doubled, which is why he does so much damage. Now, these are the premier marches. I don't expect many people to ever have this. Coercive Power is still an extremely hard skill to get, but it's going to be one of the fastest ways to proc your ultimate over and over. And then Energy Burst, of course. If you crit, you're going to get the extra 100. And then he pairs it with Matilda, who's giving that 20% regen speed. And that's where you get these huge numbers, okay? But it all works together in unison. You have to have Kubel Khan giving you this damage reduction, and then you need to have Tutankhamun with these amping skills with very powerful artifacts, or you're just not going to do that much damage. But here's the difference, right? This player is doing 1.4%, and I'm doing, well, let's scroll down and find it, 0.4, 0.6-ish percent, between 0.3 and 0.6, kind of depending how lucky you get. Now, I did ask some of the better players what they were doing, and I adapted mine, and I tried 1 hit, and I got a 0.8. Now, I'm going to show you the change from this 0.4, and I doubled my damage, okay? And this is going to show you the progression of what you need, and that is Kubel Khan. He totally is a game changer. I'm going to show you it in just a moment, but I put the Wind Rage with Adrenaline Rush combo and then Absolute Defense just to get that extra chance to get the healing. You can see it there. Now, Alex is still the carry, but Kubel is making Alex do more, and Kubel is making Yoshi do more. Look at the damage here, and I'm going to show you one after. 40 from Kubel, 75 from Alex, 28 from Yoshi. And then we go back to one of my other ones. This one has half damage, right? Almost 30 million missing from Hippolyta, 30 million missing from Alex, and only like a third from Yoshi. So Kubel makes a huge difference, and then of course Tutankhamun is a massive upgrade to Alex, and then Yoshi is actually the best backliner. And I'm going to show you that now. We have a hit from Dragon Blade, 2%, and Yoshi did 100 million damage. Now, this is kind of insane, and I'm going to watch the replay with you guys. But the amount of feathers you can do is insane. He has a great artifact. It has the percent plus damage. Now, what's interesting about his team is he has the 50%, or he has the aura that allows you to do 20% bonus damage when it's under 50%, and I believe that works when the tarantula is low, which helps for getting those finishing blows. And that's a massive reason he did so much more than Nith, is that right there. I just want you guys to watch this battle. They're usually about 50 seconds. The spider is going to do his little ultimate, and you can see that it hit Matilda, but it doesn't do all that much damage, and it almost always targets that front left player, But then he always just wipes your team like that. And it's going to happen. Sometimes absolute defense will deny it, but he just does that. You can never get a full fight. You have to get all your damage done in that short amount of time. Now, that being said, final time, we're going to go over the build. It needs to look something similar to this. This is what I got my 8% with. I have Berserker, Anger combo on Alex, the Wind Rage Adrenaline Rush combo, and I have the absolute defense to get some of that extra hits. This can change if you want to, but it helps a lot in some matches. And then just the totally stacking battle stance demonic on Yoshi. Once he's level 55, once he's plus 30 and has an artifact, he is going to do so much more damage, and I'm probably getting into the 1% range. And then if you want to get past the 1% range, you're going to need to replace Alex with Tutankhamun. You need to start maxing out some artifacts. I have very weak artifacts on these heroes. I could have optimized this better and used some other things I have from other immortals like this one. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoy these kind of guides. I want you guys to be optimized the best way possible. I want you getting all the rewards you can get and making the best out of what you have. If you like these kind of videos, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.